Hey guys, today we're going to be watching Houston Police Chase March 3rd, 2017. Let's get into it now.
We are following a police chase here in South Houston right
Bam!
now. Southeast Houston
Okay,
on
let's watch it now.
Highway 288.
Southeast Houston, we're following a police chase right now on Southeast
Mercedes
Houston
right
on
now.
Highway
This chase has
288.
gone through
This
parts
chase,
of downtown Houston and into
so,
Midtown.
and
Now
you can
that
see it there
vehicle,
on
that black Mercedes, you can see it there
Highway
from Sky
288.
2 on 288.
This chase started
Just a
about
few minutes
5
ago, we
or 10 minutes
understand
ago or
that
so.
HPD
HPD got a
a
call
bank
about the bank robbery
at the
at the
5300 block
5301
of
and
Bissonnet
Bissonnet at the M&T
there.
Bank there. Unclear that's connected to the scene.
This police
And
chase.
if you can see that police chase, that vehicle, that black, speeding on Highway 59 right now. You can see that marked HPD SUV following very close behind.
Still trying to find out why
They're trying to find out why the people are running from police as well. The legends are there.
This is a police chase taking place right now on a very busy stretch of Highway 59. Here's what we know. A few minutes ago, HPD got a call about a bank robbery at the 5300 block of Bissonnet at an Amegy Bank. It is unclear if that scene is connected to this police chase, but this police chase started moments after that call dropped at the 5300 block of Bissonnet at the Amegy Bank in Southwest Houston. Police are pursuing that black Mercedes going at a very high rate of speed. It's unclear who is driving that vehicle or how many people are inside of that car, but this person clearly does not want to get caught.
So now that vehicle is headed I-10 west. So they've already covered a pretty wide area. Again, as you said, started over there in the 5300. We think maybe in the 5300 block of Bissonnet, where that Amegy Bank is. They moved into the Midtown area, Alabama, and Fannin, and now it is on I-10 west after going 288, 59, now down I-10, traveling obviously at a high rate of speed. And you can see sections of the roadway where it traveled, particularly 288, are pretty busy.
Especially on a Friday. And Amy, we are just getting word now from our producer who's telling me that these are the suspected bank robbers who are on the run from police. That black Mercedes has the bank robbers, the suspected bank robbers inside. This all started just before 10:45 this morning, as you said, at the 5300 block of Bissonnet at an Amegy Bank there. All right, they are just passing the 45 exit, still on I-10 right now.
It looks like they've exited there. I mean, obviously going very fast. We don't know how many people are inside this vehicle, but you can see him slow down. Not a whole lot. He's not giving a lot of room whenever he slows down behind these vehicles. So obviously very dangerous. And right now we can't see how closely the HPD cruiser is behind him, but we do know that they were chasing them. This is Sky 2.
Okay, that's a Sky 2 live over the chase. Now, this chase has been going on for the last 10 to 15 minutes or so, and they've seen the driver weaving in and out of traffic, and I've seen it here of Houston, and
Friday here in the city of Houston, right around lunchtime, that's when things really start to get busy on our roads. And certainly, officers are in hot pursuit of this vehicle, but there are a lot of things that the police officers who are pursuing these suspected bank robbers have to take into consideration. Certainly, first and foremost is the safety of the other drivers who are on the road, because the person driving this vehicle isn't taking that into consideration.
Yeah, and you can tell he just exited the North Main Houston Avenue exit there off of
Houston.
45, right there. Okay, so
and now getting off at I-45 North Main Avenue.
Stopped, which obviously this could be a very dangerous
Which
situation.
obviously it can be a very dangerous situation. Bail out of the car and don't give a chance to HPD.
A lot of times they'll back
HPD
off
officers
like
HPD cruisers
on the roadway.
officers
Certainly,
don't get a chance to catch up. They got our eyes trained on that
suspect. We've got a great
suspect.
vantage point there from Sky 2. The windows clearly tinted, so it's difficult to see how many people are inside that car and whether those are paper tags on the back of the car. Really difficult to make out a license plate here.
Paper tags on that car.
In most chases
we see here on cover, live on television,
the suspect stop at a stop sign or a traffic
stop
light,
at a stop sign,
which is what other vehicles are doing, and which is what this vehicle is doing right now. There, he's now going around one of the cars over the curb,
jumping over the cars, right over the curb.
There, I wondered if we were watching the right vehicle, but then when he jumped that curb, you can bet that we we are. We are in our 11 a.m. newscast.
now,
It's 11:01.
a lot of people are heading out
for
for lunch and leaving from work.
If you're in this
And
area,
leaving,
exited
if you're
North
in this
Main
area,
Houston Avenue,
he just
off
exited
of
up and they
45.
seen a driver.
He's,
We watched the driver
I-45 service road.
weaving
North, it looks
in
like
and
now.
out
He's
of
getting back on the
traffic.
freeway
The
right
city of
now.
here of Houston are busy
Headed
here
north
of
on
Houston.
45.
And
Things
very
are
difficult to
starting to
see
get
how many
busy. As
people are
things are
inside that car.
starting to
How
get
many suspected
crazy.
bank
How
robbers are we
many
talking
suspected
about here?
bank
We don't
robbers
know,
are
but if you were
inside of
just
that
joining
car?
us
Two.
here at the top of our midday newscast, you are watching a live police
Here,
pursuit
top of that
happening right now
midday newscast,
on
you're watching a live police
I-45
chase
going north,
on
I
I-45,
believe.
going north,
So
I
you hear us
believe.
talking with producers on off air too. They're monitoring, everyone monitoring this chase too.
They're monitoring
from other
everyone
areas in our newsroom.
monitoring
They
this
just passed
chase.
Cavalcade, you said?
They just passed
They're headed
Cavalcade.
45,
They're
I-45
headed
north.
I-45
A
north.
lot of people headed I-45 north on a Friday as it's
On a
headed
Friday, heading out of town right now. And this all started around 10:45, maybe a little bit before.
Okay, let's go.
He's passing 610, or they are passing
We're gonna
610. I don't know if it's a male or a
I-45.
female who's driving this vehicle. But this all started right
check
around
this
10:45
Let's check
this morning.
Now, let's check
At an
this.
Amegy Bank at the 5300 block of Bissonnet in Southwest Houston, a call dropped about a bank robbery there. This driver is putting the pedal to the metal right now. I mean, weaving, maneuvering in and out of traffic at a very high rate of speed. It's difficult to see from that shot from Sky 2 how close the pursuing officers are to this black Mercedes. We don't know who this vehicle belongs to. We don't know if it's a stolen vehicle. We don't know how many people are inside that car, but we do know that police are in hot pursuit of suspected bank robbers.
They're in hot
he
pursuit
made
of
an
that.
exit again,
On the service road
on the
there.
service road right there at Airline
He made an exit
Drive.
there
And
on
again, it looks like
Airline
he's gonna run
Drive,
into a
getting back
backup
onto
there.
I-45
Sky
Airline
2
Drive.
over, and the freeway is sort of covering up our vantage point of him. Is this the?
That's the vehicle right there. It's difficult to
That's the
see.
vehicle right there.
That might be.
Sky 2, obviously our pilot.
They're trying to figure it out, and Sky 2 over there. And as we zoomed out there, we don't know where the HPD cruisers went. Where they were in pursuit.
We saw one. We saw a marked SUV.
We saw a marked SUV very close behind as this black Mercedes is what's making its way onto 28
It was making its way
just
onto
about
288 just about
10 minutes ago or
Right,
so.
and just to recap,
Just
if
to
you're just
recap,
joining
if
us,
you're just joining us,
we
we
believe
believe
this
it all started.
We know that
We
police
know that
received a call
suspect
of a bank
made a
robbery in
U-turn
progress, in the 5300 block
the
of
5300
Bissonnet. We do know
block
that the
of
suspect made a
Bissonnet.
U-turn. Is that what
That's
you're
right.
telling us? So he made a U-turn
He just
there.
made a
and
U-turn there.
We're trying to find him
one more
just
time.
one more time.
He was on
I-45
north,
north, heading
heading
Now we're told he made a
towards
U-turn.
the I-610
Headed
exit
back south
from
on 45. So
45.
back into the downtown area.
And you
just
can
look at
see
the
the
sheer
sheer amount of
the
traffic, the volume at this vehicles at this
on the
road at this hour.
Down on the 610
This
north
is an-
loop from 45. I have to
Let's
widen out
listen.
so our helicopter pilot Mike Silman can see exactly where we are as well. He's
staying in
talking
those
to
lanes up.
police helicopters as well, trying to keep up with this.
He is definitely exiting onto the north loop now, going westbound.
Wow, at a very high rate of speed here. So, John, about what time did you pick up this chase?
We picked up the chase right behind the George R. Brown
This was
Convention
it?
Center. It had been going on for just a short while, probably about 5 minutes or so. But that Mercedes has a V8 engine in it, really powerful, and this car can really move.
Wow, and it's very scary to see him crossing. Look at how many lanes he's running across and just speeding by these 18-wheelers, these cars and trucks. It's just a very scary thing to watch here. John, can you
Well, it
update
is,
us?
and-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead and ask me the question.
Yeah, if you don't mind, will you update us again, just in case people are tuning in right now? This is a police chase we are watching. Don Armstrong here in Sky. Can you update us on the location right now?
Well, we're over here on the 610 North Loop coming up on Shepherd. Now, there is a police vehicle that he just passed.
Yep.
I don't know whether he's going to join in the chase, probably so. But that's the first police car that I've seen.
Yeah, that's the first
My
police officer
estimate
we've
is
seen
at
in the last
least
5
100 miles an hour here on the North Loop. Remember, traffic on the North Loop, speed limit up here is 60 miles an hour. So, and they just threw something out of the window there. I'm not exactly sure what that is. It was a yellow bag of some sort.
Okay.
But they are definitely on the move here on the 610 North Loop heading westbound. We'll be coming up to the West Loop here before too long.
Boy, and Don, I have to tell you, boy, just watching how we're
still on 610. We've got
you can see that vehicle right there traveling at a very high rate of speed on the shoulder of 610. I believe we're still going westbound, Sky 2, right over this. Now, we don't know, obviously, if these vehicles are hearing sirens, if they're hearing the police chase, or just how quickly this car is coming up on them with no notice at all. But it's definitely a dangerous situation if you're on the roadway right now with this vehicle.
And we are talking about suspected bank robbers. We don't know how many. We don't know how many people were involved in that bank robbery at the Amegy Bank at 5301 Bissonnette, or how many people are still inside that vehicle at this point. Westbound on the loop approaching Ella. That is a very, very busy area any time of day.
Right.
Whether you're talking about the morning commute, the lunch rush, or the afternoon rush hours.
Did he hit that white SUV? It looks like so. He was coming up very close behind him. He has now exited at Ella, so he's off of 610. Let's see what happens when he comes up to this light again.
And we just lost him there for just a second. But Sky 2 right now over Ella and
610.
the West Loop, yeah. I'm sorry,
It's the
Ella
Boy
and
Scouts
610.
building right there. Okay, so now he's getting back on 610.
He did a U-turn. He's
Headed
getting back on
east.
610 going east. Still going at a high rate of speed.
Right. And I'm not sure if Sky 2 zooms out, if we can see HPD in pursuit at all. Obviously, they are. He's traveling at a high rate of speed. They haven't backed off of this vehicle. But to see how many cruisers are following him, how many are chasing.
And so many things that the pursuing officers have to take into consideration when they're conducting these types of police chases on Houston roadways. Certainly, the pursuing officers need to have their supervisors sign off on these police chases. And first and foremost, they have to consider the safety of the other drivers on the road and their safety as well.
Right. You see this truck just pulling off. So certainly he heard something, I would imagine, coming up. It looks like he's going to exit Shepherd. Maybe not. Looks like he's
Passing
getting back
North
on the
Shepherd,
freeway.
you saw the freeway sign there, Yale. Passing North Shepherd, still hugging the right side
Right.
of the freeway there,
He'd be coming
going
up
onto the shoulder.
Yeah, Yale and Maine right there off of 610 to see if he exits there or if he stays on the freeway. I mean, any of the maneuvers that police usually try, and all of those are kind of on a busy freeway like this. Spike strips don't usually work. You see him, he has exited Yale there off of 610. But he's turned around so many times and gone one way and gone the other and jumped curbs that it would be hard to get ahead of him.
And really whizzing by a lot of these vehicles that are on the road right now, coming dangerously close to
Turning
hitting
into
one.
This may be Ashland. It's right there where he's going into the Heights now. There's a Starbucks right there that I believe he just passed. And now he's getting back into some neighborhood streets of the Houston Heights.
Yeah, you certainly have a lot of homes there. You have quite a few businesses as well.
There's no
You can see
HPD cruisers
passing
behind,
what looks like an
but
empty
they're going to
field
catch
there.
up to the like Mercedes.
And
They'll get a 10.
this chase has gone from our busy highways now into a quiet residential area that also has a lot of businesses. And it seems to be slowing down just a bit.
Yeah, this
Not
street
too
is
much.
just
Down just a
parallel
bit,
one street
not
over from the
too
610
much.
feeder. So
coming
he's
up
just
onto
off of the
Shepherd,
freeway. You can see he's only separated
47
by
or
some business
28.
stores there. Now it looks like he was on
47
West 28th. Now it looks like he's
28.
turning onto Yale.
Yeah,
I believe that's Yale that we see right here.
Yeah.
That he is now traveling on, and he's turning off again.
Now making another turn right there.
Okay.
And it looks like
He's
one of the
coming up
tires
onto
on
Yale.
that car, the
He's coming
rear
up
tire
onto
on
Yale,
the driver's side, looks like maybe a spare tire that was
27
just put on.
or
Doesn't seem
28.
to have a rim on it.
Okay.
See, he
He
has a
stopped
rim on
right
it.
now. He stopped.
Now he should be crossing
He should be
Durham?
crossing
and coming up to
Durham.
Shepherd, and I believe he's on 27th or 28th right there. But all of these, I mean, there are homes, there are businesses, there are both. He's westbound on 28th Street right now, and now he's
Westbound on 28th.
turning. He's just crossed
Westbound.
over, I believe, Durham.
Westbound on 28th
And gliding
Street.
right around that truck that you see there. Not as many vehicles on these neighborhood streets as we've seen on our freeways, on 288, 59, the North Freeway, and the North Loop. It appears he just pulled into some parking lot. Okay.
Appears that he pulled
Chick-fil-A, there's a
into
Pep
the
Boys,
parking
there's a
lot.
Home
There's a
Depot right
Pep
there.
Boys.
This is a very busy parking lot. He's turning out, so 610 he's turning in the direction.
Oh my
like
goodness,
he's gonna
turning
get back
into
on
the
610.
direction.
He just stopped there just for a second to go right around that truck.
Right. So if he makes it back out, he'll be back on the
If
610.
he makes it back out, there's
There he
a
goes up on the grassy
police
median.
car right there. if he's going
There's
into the
Pep
grassy
Boys right
median.
there.
He's going into the
On
grassy
median
median.
and back onto
He's
the
going onto the
streets.
grassy median, back onto the
I'm not
streets.
sure what street he's on there right now. Brenda, we have an idea what
So
street
this is this is the
Over there.
610, the feeder.
610, feeder of
I
610.
believe.
Oh my god. Oh my
He
goodness.
just hit a vehicle. He just
Came
banged into
came
the
close,
curb
hitting
there.
car after
Vehicle
car.
that looks like it was
He just
right
banged
behind
into
him
the
did have
vehicle. He
flashing
just banged
lights. I
into the
believe
curb
that
right
was an
there.
HPD vehicle.
He
So
just
there's
banged into
one
right
he
there.
just banged
There's
into
two.
counted two.
he just banged
Right
into
there,
the
and one
curb
of them
right
that
there.
looked like it was an unmarked
And now
vehicle that
there's
almost struck him.
vehicles
So they are
here.
very close.
They're very
on the
close
tail of
behind
this
on
vehicle.
that
So now
tail.
it is on the feeder road of 610, headed the other direction.
You just
I
saw
believe
that.
we
He
are
just
now
banged
headed
into the
610
curb.
west.
He just banged into the curb.
With
The
cops
vehicle
obviously very close
banged into the
behind now.
curb,
At least
trying to
two
get away from
HPD
HPD, but
vehicles
that's
in
not gonna
pursuit of this
happen.
car.
Nope.
So if you're just joining in, as we watch this chase unfold live now with Sky 2 over the scene,
we're
Amy's
gonna have
going to
to
give
give
you
you
just
a
a recap
recap
of
how
how
it
this all started at about 10:45 this morning.
10:45 this morning, a bank
You going
robbery
to
call
sleep?
came out at the 5300 block of Bissonnette. My
Okay.
goodness, it looks like one of the tires is flat. It looks like he may
Okay,
lose a
so
tire here.
he
They
may
lost
lose a
the
tire
Or that
here.
his front tire may already be just the rim, just the tire. I mean, just the wheel.
Just saw him past the exit near Ella.
Which might be the best thing that could happen if he stops on his own. Not sure how he lost that tire, but we did see him hit one other vehicle, right?
Oh yeah, that tire's gone. That driver's front side tire
And it
losing
looks like
part of the
car
front
is
fender.
falling apart.
Oh
basically,
my
as he goes.
And now
goodness,
the
he
back,
just
you can see
losing
a
a
lot of
fender there.
smoke coming out of the back of that car right now. Unfortunately, we have lost the picture there for you.
And here he goes.
Here he goes, making another U-turn. Pieces of the car are essentially flying off as this
So
driver
maybe
is
U-turn, I
regaining
believe
speed.
this was at TC Jester or Ella, and he's going back down now. He got back on the freeway again, headed again in a direction that we've already seen, almost as if he's going in circles, doing anything to get away. But clearly, this vehicle doesn't have much more go left in it,
Driving on a rim,
with the front fender falling off.
about to
dragging
come
it.
off right now. It's dragging it along the freeway there. You can see it. Going east right now, we understand, on the North Loop. Still trying to keep their speed up.
Right. And, you know, we're following this because if you know anyone in the area, if you live in the area, you're about to walk out the door, don't. Because obviously, you know, you never know how these things are going to end, and you want to make sure that they do end safely. And police obviously do all that they can to safely stop suspects like this. And so we just want to make sure that everyone in these areas knows what's going on
And the
right outside their door.
driver trying to stay away from all
Suspect
the other
like
vehicles,
this.
staying on the far
Driver trying to
left
stay away
shoulder
from all the other
of there.
all the
You
other
can see
vehicles
just still
from
trying to
610.
keep
He's
that
trying to
speed
keep that
going
speed going.
as
I'm not sure if that smoke
I'm
is
not
just
sure that
from
smoke
driving
come
on
off and
the metal on the roadway.
metal on
it
that
may be from
roadway.
that, and you can see that front fender doesn't have
You
much life
and you
left
can
to
see
it
that
as well.
front
It's
fender
about to come off.
live
Now
much
we're
to
seeing
it
sparks
as well.
from that rim.
Wow. Again, we don't know how many people are inside this
We
vehicle.
do not know how many.
But we do know that this all started in the Southwest Houston area in the 5300 block of Bissonnette, where police received reports, calls of a bank robbery. And then we know that this chase started somewhere in that same area. So things falling off the vehicle there, that wasn't anything being thrown out. It looks like things coming off the vehicle.
Parts of the car starting to come off. Just the impact of the rim on the roadway, putting off just a ton of sparks right now. And
Right now he's very near 45, still on the North Loop, headed east, but coming up to the 45
and
exchange.
going back over on the shoulder, staying along that left shoulder. We just saw more parts of the car. Perhaps another part of the fender, the front fender just flew off.
And now,
Okay, almost hitting that. Well, we hit a vehicle. He hit that SUV, it looked like. Maybe he might have avoided it, but boy, it looked like he came right up close to the back of it. There's a car going
He's on the exit ramp going north on 45.
heading to back north now on 45. Thank you, Don.
with HPD, I mean,
Oh
right
my
on the
goodness.
In fact, HPD heading in front of.
That
Okay,
tire
so
of that
okay.
rim. Oh my goodness. Going into the median, going into the grassy median, he's going into the grassy median.
The suspect then trying to.
Not getting out just yet, though. He's still going. This will be back into the neighborhood just up the I-45 and 610 interchange, and there he goes. There's an
My
officer.
goodness, oh my goodness, yay! That must be a citizen helped him out, and this may be a citizen had helped him out, and now the suspect punches him in the face. Now that suspect, and now the guy tried to punch that suspect back. He's trying to punch. Now he punched that suspect back.
There he is running.
Now the guy, one suspect is actually apprehended, and now his name is Jose Mora. He
See
just
some activity
punches
to the top of your
that
screen there, Don.
suspect.
Go up a little
He
bit.
punches him back
See that first
now,
man right there?
and the suspect punches him in the face. And now
He's going to be running out
one
of steam here pretty soon.
the second suspect is bailing on foot.
T-shirt.
And now the car is disabled. The car couldn't go anywhere. And there you have it. The black Mercedes
Right between these houses.
already the car itself already damaged. And that's a police officer.
We're looking for that suspect in a white T-shirt. It
He's
appears
right
to be
in
a white
this area
T-shirt.
somewhere.
See more officers coming in on the scene. Of course, the HPD helicopter is over there as well, so they'll have that to help find the suspect. Again, he's wearing a white T-shirt, appeared to be jeans.
There he
Ran
is.
out of it.
There he is. He's behind the bushes.
He's behind you. Okay.
There they've got it.
Apprehended. Both. Now it
They've
appears
got it.
both of those
He's on the
suspects
ground.
now in custody.
Yes, I'm on it. It's just 3 o'clock.
Trees sort of blocking our view there, but you can see through the trees
So
that
they
at least 2
didn't-
HPD officers now have this second suspect in custody. This was the
There
passenger.
was the passenger of the vehicle,
As you
driver of that
mentioned, Don, it
chase
looked like
vehicle.
A citizen jumped in to help police
The citizen
apprehend
helped
the
in,
driver
jumped
of
in
this,
to
chase
apprehend,
vehicle.
and now
Officers getting there,
that
getting guy
good
to the ground, citizen
Samaritan
moving off, and then the
punches
second
that
person, the guy you see being
suspect
arrested
in
right
the
here,
face now,
jumped out then
and the
a very
civilian
small
tackles that
foot chase.
driver
Lasted
to
only
the
a couple
ground.
of
He
minutes
punches
before
that
HPD
guy,
officers able to
not
finally
punches,
get him,
he punches
in
that
custody.
guy in the face.
The end of this chase.
And the end of the chase, and he punches that guy in the face. He tried, and now the Good Samaritan punches
That's the Good
him,
Samaritan standing
punch him
there.
back so hard, and now he couldn't go anywhere. He has nowhere to
The driver of
go.
the Mercedes
There you have it. Let's listen.
and put him on the ground for the
And it
police.
only lasted about 30 to 45 minutes now. And then while you're watching this, that is the vehicle that the police were chasing for the past 15, 20 minutes now.
That is the vehicle the police were chasing for about 15 to 20 minutes.
The chase started right around 10:50. Just before the newscast started, and chase started right around 10:45 this morning. Big robbery suspects, and now they are 2 known, and now 34-year-old Christopher Bishop, 30-year-old Travis Strayed. Together they were traveling to Houston neighborhood, North Loop, I-45, 610, 10 freeway, I-10, 288, 59, 225, 290, where it's split. And then now, where the car came to a stop as well. I'm going to let you listen here for a moment.
Jumped in to get the guy out. Here's
that video right there where the Good Samaritan then tackles the driver to the ground, the suspect there. Tackles that driver.
Oh my goodness, and now the suspect tries to punch, he tried to punch that guy in the face, and now he punches that guy in the face, and now that Good Samaritan punched him back really hard so he couldn't get away, and now that Good Samaritan tackles the driver to the ground, and now they got that one suspect is apprehended.
And you see
2 suspects are in custody now. 1 suspect is in custody. Another suspect is in custody. The Good Samaritan refused to let that guy get away.
Behind that building as the suspect that was in the passenger seat had gotten out, bailed out, started to run. He was in a white shirt.
And
He ran a couple
bailed
of
out,
blocks, but didn't get very far.
started to run,
Right on top of him. There at that intersection,
now,
because that is where
it came to an end
there he is right
and
there, the
lasted
white
only
t-shirt.
about
That's the guy who was the
30
on the
minutes
passenger
or
side who did manage
so,
to get
about
a brief
45
foot
minutes
chase,
or so,
in after the car came to
I
an
should
end,
say.
but obviously he didn't get very far. HPD has him in custody, walking
And that
him back
car
out.
came to an end. They got them both in custody, and in situations like this, you can attest to this.
Not only about drivers, obviously, but
You only worry about not only the drivers,
such high rate of speed, but you
such
also
high
worry
rate of
about the
speed.
police officers who are trying to apprehend, a suspect who's on the run like
Who's
this.
on the
and
run
then a
like
foot
this?
chase.
Foot chase.
And you
can only imagine that between the radio
traffic
traffic and the officers, he made a couple of turns, and with his powerful Mercedes got away from HPD for just a short while. And I know they did their best to try to help them nab the suspect, steer them in the right direction. They finally caught up to him thanks for the Fox helicopters and the News helicopters. and the HPD helicopters and the news helicopters, and they're putting them back in the. There's a city of Bel Air that started in Bel Air,
So
as you can tell.
Different agencies here on the scene joining
Lots
in
of
this chase, but
different
finally got
agencies
them
on the
both
scene,
into custody.
joining
That may give us some indication
lots
as to
of
where this
agencies
chase
here
started. They are putting him in the
joining
back of the
in
City of
this
Bel Air
chase,
police
putting
cruiser
back in
at
the
this
City
moment.
of Bel
This is
Air
the
cruiser
passenger who gave a foot chase just after the car chase came to an end.
after the
So
car
Bel Air
chase came
PD
to an
is
end
putting him in the back of their
as well.
cruiser. One
Yeah,
might
as
imagine
well.
that this chase started
The chase
a problem
started a
in
problem in
Bel Air.
Bel Air
These are
as well.
bank robbery suspects.
But
We're certainly checking
let's
that now.
as well. They
In our
got
mission
involved.
to find out exactly where
Let's
this
listen.
started, but as you mentioned, those are Bel Air Police Department cars and Bel Air Police Department officers who are now handling. That is the second suspect, the one who's in the passenger seat who bailed out after the car came to a stop.
And I would imagine that is the gentleman you guys are speaking of that apparently was able to stop these guys and help officers apprehend these two suspects.
Let's
But
listen now.
we were being told by police to sort of take a step back because they are trying to block off a certain portion of this crime scene now. So we're trying to give you guys a close enough view, if you will, of what is going on right now. But if you can tell from that Mercedes, if my
Oh
photographer
my
Biswa here can show that tire in that rim, it basically shows what happened and just what a wild chase that was.
Yeah, and we know we watched as this car hit at least 3 or 4 other vehicles during this chase, and we know we're going to give you some more time to gather some more information there at the field. We'll probably come back to you here in a couple of minutes, Myra.
All right, thank you so much. Good work out there.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
Well, police are calling it a miracle that no one was injured in this morning's high-speed chase. 2 suspects accused of robbing an Amagi Bank in Bel Air led police throughout the city. It all started with a robbery at an Amagi Bank off Bissonnette in Bel Air and ended close to I-45 in the North Loop. This dramatic video was captured by a father and son trying to steer clear of the action, but they landed right in the middle of it. Carlos Mora and his son Jose say they heard of the chase and pulled over to stay out of harm's way. When the chase suspect tried to carjack the two, the son decided to fight back. You can see that son protecting his father, who is disabled inside the car. He tries to tackle that suspect, but the suspect actually punches him in the face. Police then showed up to arrive. They arrived and arrested that man and his passenger. The son, Jose Mora, says he was just looking out for his father. Police say that son may have prevented others from getting hurt.
Goodness gracious.
Well, the car was coming towards us. I thought it was going to crash, but ended up stopping right next to us.
That car came to an end. It didn't get far.
It was clear these individuals did not care about the safety and well-being of the public.
Police say those suspects may be related to other bank robberies. The FBI is now investigating.
A controversial DWI arrest involving a Houston attorney now has Harris County's current district attorney looking to reopen. It was a wild chase and...
Come on. What?
It was a wild chase ending, and now we are learning about a wild new twist. It was a wild chase ending, and now we are learning about a wild new twist. Just one of several new developments uncovered tonight by Channel 2 investigators.
Let's begin with your first...
It was a wild chase ending, and now we are learning about a wild new twist. Just one of several new developments uncovered tonight by Channel 2 investigators.
Let's begin with your first look at the 2 men police say were behind that chase through Houston on Friday. And look at this map. Channel 2 investigators learned the pair is from Memphis, Tennessee, and they were no strangers to law enforcement there.
In fact, one of them was involved in a very high-profile police brutality case there. Channel 2 investigator Joel Eisenbaum has been working his sources all day today and found out about these new developments. Joel?
And Dominique, one point I think bears repeating is that brutality case really has nothing to do with Houston law enforcement or Texas for that matter. What's interesting here is this guy's been arrested twice recently. Both arrests were caught on cell phone video, and both arrests were pretty big news.
And then this.
Channel 2 Investigates has uncovered a truly bizarre twist in that wild Houston area bank robbery police chase from last Friday. This suspect seen tangling with the Good Samaritan, the same man who drove this stolen Mercedes at insane speeds, hitting car after car. A Mercedes with Amagi Bank's 24 grand and 5 stolen license plates inside. Well, it's strange. 34-year-old Christopher Bishop from Tennessee was apparently recently a lead story in Memphis.
Don't put your hand on your back.
In November, he was the alleged victim of Memphis police brutality. Bishop was arrested this night for assault and evading, but soon after he got out of jail, and it appears he met up with fellow Tennessean 30-year-old Travis Drain. And together, traveling to Houston, the two men, according to court documents, went to work. First on Friday, this Eastside Wells Fargo, where police say the two men targeted a courier and stole 2 bank bags, but with only paperwork inside. So police say the duo then went to this Bel Air Amegy Bank, where once they were inside, Drain told Bishop to, quote, hurry up. And Bishop did, shoving a clerk at one point. But even at speeds of 140 miles per hour, the two men just couldn't get away fast enough.
They couldn't get away fast enough. They couldn't get away fast.
And in that big old building right behind me, both men saw a federal magistrate today. They were each appointed separate attorneys, and they will sit in federal custody, I'm told, till at least Wednesday, their next hearing. We're live downtown. I'm Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Thanks for reporting, Joel. Thank you.
Alright, thanks for watching. Check out this video, pops up here. And I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Bye, guys.